Hi.
Hello, everyone.
All
Thanks for
right.
joining us today. I know we're live about an hour
A
early,
little early.
but yeah, we are out of town, so this has to work with our driving schedule,
Yeah, I
right?
know.
So we don't want to do this in the car. We have a fun one today. Well, it's always,
Talks about our fur friends, furry friends.
yeah, and it's always fun when we have a tied into a new product
That's right.
launch, or should I say, product upgrade.
Update, upgrade.
Upgrade, yeah. So, but with I should start with, if you haven't already, please like or subscribe or both. Leave us comments, leave us feedback. We love it all. If there's any questions pertaining to the topic today, we address them towards the end, so make sure you put them in. But let's be honest, our pets are our family.
Yeah, yeah, for sure they are.
They're like our children, so we need to treat them that way. And just like us humans, they deserve clean, healthy, effective, science-backed care,
Absolutely.
right?
Sure.
And they can't talk, right? So we also need to really go above and beyond to take care of them because they can't really tell us what's going on. So we need to be doing our best to support them. So today we're excited to introduce what we believe is one of the most powerful and affordable CBD oils on the market. And we're going to talk about the benefits of CBD oil for pets, and we're going to talk about our upgrade to our previous version of our CBD oil for pets. So I'm going to first pass it over to Dr. Ryan because I want you to start with everything about the endocannabinoid system. We talk a lot about this when we talk about CBD for humans, goes the same way.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure it does. And there's a lot of benefits, and I think most people would probably latch on to the things that are, that are more obvious, like the anxiety if a dog is uncomfortable in loud thunderstorms, for instance, or fireworks or whatever, or just has separation anxieties. People think CBD for that, but CBD can support a wide range of functions within the mammalian body, and that's where the dogs fall in. They're very similar to us in the fact that they do have an endocannabinoid system. These are a series of endocannabinoid receptors that are found throughout both our central nervous system, which is our brain and our spinal cord, as well as our peripheral nervous system, which is basically everything else of our body, our organs, our skin, other areas of our body. And those receptors are found there. They're very prevalent. They say it's the most abundant nervous system. It's bigger than the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. And that, look, it's everywhere. It's in breast milk. It's really part of the developing human body, and it's there forever. It does do like a lot of things do, and it starts to diminish a little bit with age, which is sort of a bummer because that's it's the kind of the issue with some of our antioxidants that are produced, some of our mitochondrial function, all these different things. As we age, we kind of
Sure.
lose the concentration, lose the yeah. So, and that's what's fun about supplementation, right? You recognize that, that, and that's where science can come in and kind of support a lot of what the things are that we're talking about. And we try to stay away from all that fringe talk. And I recognize that CBD kind of falls into that area, especially coming from me, where I've come from the drug world as a pharmacist, and everything's evidence-based, clinical trials, FDA approved in our country. Whereas CBD kind of now has slipped through as the farm bill, as we had the hemp bill, which has allowed CBD to proliferate in our country. So, and there are a lot of differences in the quality of CBDs on the market. But getting back to that endocannabinoid system, the endocannabinoid is what's produced in the body. So the body does make it, like I just said,
But starts to decrease.
but it starts to
making
decrease. So when you do a exogenous supplementation, you take it outside of the body, which is what this is. You're supplementing to the endocannabinoid system and giving it more of maybe what it's not producing enough of.
Right.
That's the very simplistic theory in general terms.
Sure, and just like every bodily system, we want to strive for homeostasis. We want to strive for
Exactly.
balance.
That's right.
So we tend to forget about the endocannabinoid system, where it just kind of gets brushed under the rug, and it's just as important as all of our bodily systems. So that's where CBD oil really comes into play.
Yeah,
It really
sure.
really helps us there. So you kind of a little bit touched on a few of the things that we are uses for pets, but I'm going to go through what we feel are kind of up there with the top 5, and they kind of are, they're a little bit broad because they lump a lot into it. But one of the biggest things is relieves anxiety and stress. So what you had mentioned was like the thunderstorms or travel anxiety, or sometimes when a lot of people come over to the house, or maybe a lot of kids are running around.
That's right.
You just notice the change of behavior in your pet. We've noticed it with our 6-year-old dog more recently in the past year with thunderstorms, where it never used to be a problem. But here goes the thing with age, right? Things change. And all of a sudden that thunder booms, the mildest of thunders. And you could just tell he tenses up, he kind of hides under you. So you want to help support that, right? You don't want to feel like that. We don't like to feel anxious, and they don't either. So with that, like I said, travel anxiety, many dogs specifically, or cats don't like to get in the car, don't like to go on road trips. This can really just help calm them down and relieve that anxiety and the stress that they get with it.
Yeah, and recognizing that maybe there's some of the countries that can't obtain this from us, and maybe you can get it in your own country. But there's other holistic ways to help manage your pet too. Are you going to cover any of those things? Did you make any notes for that? Well, typically with nutrition, similar to humans, but and supplementation, which if you guys stay tuned, we're going to have an organic pet multivitamin, because that's a lot of what's going on with these pets too. Just like she said, as they age, but these other systems need to be supported with proper nutrition, proper exercise, proper sleep, proper veterinary care. These are the types of things that you really need to kind of pay attention to in our pets.
Yeah, again, it's
cats and dogs.
Yes.
Cats too.
Again, it's keeping all your bodily systems in balance, right?
Yeah,
really.
It's probably. I wonder if the statistics are close. I see a lot of overweight dogs. Whereas humans, we see in America, anyways, about 3 out of 4 people are either overweight or obese. I bet you the trend is about similar for pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leads to all this same thing that we get is chronic inflammation.
That's right.
That's the beginning of it, which kind of can go into this. So another benefit is promoting healthy skin and coat. But a lot of times what that comes from is supporting our internal inflammation, or supporting the pet's internal inflammation. CBD oil is really starting to become more and more recognized as a type of anti-inflammatory, which really helps with all of that. So in turn, sometimes when they get that itchy coat and all that, sometimes we just immediately think something. Actually, I think I had an email the other day that someone was asking me what to do because their pet's always itching and they think it's fleas, but there's no fleas. This is inflammation. Your inflammation in your body can cause that. The coat, you got swelling and so, and also a shinier coat. We always like a nice shiny pet. Another one is supports joint comfort and mobility. So that's a big one for pets, especially as they age. And also, we have big breed dogs, but we know like hip dysplasia, it can be more common. So this can really help that the joint comfort, mobility, and again, that word, decreasing the inflammation, reducing the inflammation, the stiffness, arthritis, all of that, which is a big one. Number 4, aids digestion and appetite. The dogs can't tell us when something's going on with their stomach, and a lot of times that can all lead to GI sensitivities, can further lead to dysbiosis, which further leads to inflammation. So we want to help with their digestive systems and also appetite. We do want our pets to have a healthy, balanced appetite, right? So for that one, and sometimes that happens with age too, right? We just kind of like lose the appetite, but your dog needs to be, or your cat needs to be eating properly. So it can help regulate nausea, improve appetite, ease digestion. And you might have a picky eater. I know our dogs will eat anything, so we don't have that, but I do know of some pets that are super picky. So this can help as well. And then the 5th one I have is supports neurological and immune health. It's been studied for neuroprotective benefits and the ability to modulate the immune response. Ideal for pets prone to seizures.
I was going to say
and chronic conditions.
In our country, again, the FDA is who approves drugs, right? And they do have an approved CBD drug as anti-epileptic, so for seizure control. And they wouldn't have gotten that approved if there wasn't significant benefit,
right?
And scientific evidence. So
right, for sure. Okay, so those are, there's more benefits too, but we just wanted to highlight what we feel is kind of top 5 and talk about those.
Sure.
Then Now let's go into our specific product. And why don't you go ahead and tell us, Dr. Ryan, the upgrades that we have done, what we had previously
Sure.
and what we have now.
So you guys know that we are big believers in USDA certified organic when it's possible, always when it's possible. And this became a possibility for us. If you've noticed, we've changed over some of our human natural formulas to USDA organic. And now that we've had the chance to do our pet formula as well. So that I would say is the biggest. We jumped to USDA certified organic. 100% of the material is organic. Then there's two other main changes. We increased the strength a little bit. So the science has shown that the old one, the 300 milligrams, was fine. It was a good dose, but not quite enough on the scale of when you titrate up to a certain level. So we wanted to give you a little bit more per dropper full. So now it's, instead of 10 milligrams per dropper full, it's 16.7 milligrams per dropper full. So the whole bottle was 500 milligrams, whereas before it was 300 milligrams. All right, that's a big change in potency and strength. And then of course the another change would be the flavor. So the chicken flavor was seemingly good for everybody, except for the fact that not the best choice for pets. You think it might be, but it wasn't. It's not. The better choice is this bacon beef flavor. So we did that upgrade as well. And those are the three main changes. And I think they were big ones.
They're all very
amazing, positive changes. Price point, I think, is, did Ben say stay the same or went down a little bit?
So our price point is $17.95. Sorry, yes, $17.95 for non-members, $12.95 if you are a member. I mean, when you look up other companies of CBD oil, it is insane, the pricing.
Yeah,
$12.95, and you don't necessarily have to use this with your pet every day.
Yeah, sure.
We don't necessarily use it every day. We use it as needed. So
absolutely.
It'll last you quite a long time. And there is on the bottle, gives you instructions on about the weight of your pet and how to start with dosing. And you can increase or decrease as your pet needs. So if you start with the recommended dose, and you notice that it's really not doing what you're intending to do, you can increase it.
Sure, absolutely.
And safe for all dogs and cats, all sizes. What else? Oh, what is our carrier oil? Do you want to go into that?
Yeah, it's organic MCT.
Okay.
So you guys will see that in the inactive ingredients section there. It's really all it is. I mean, one other thing too. So similar to the human, similar to the previous pet, we use full spectrum because you want to capture all of the other plant compounds, since the hemp plant does have a lot of bioactive plant compounds, more terpenes, some of these other phytonutrients that are found in the plant, and the full spectrum is not fully refined, so therefore it does retain a lot of those beneficial compounds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, amazing stuff.
Very good.
And like you mentioned before, right now our CBD products are only currently available in the U.S. But still, this is about educational purposes and want you guys to understand that the powerful benefits of CBD oil, not only for us, but also for our pets.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. I mean, it was a short one today, but we wanted to definitely touch on it, introduce the new and improved formula. Again, we recognize not everybody can access the CBD from outside of the country, but again, it's information, like Lisa said, it's educational, and we hope that changes. We are working. We are advocating for better distribution of CBD. So
yes, definitely. Oh, and proper administration. So it's very easy to just put the drops in their food. Sorry, there's a bee. Our dogs personally would take it from the dropper, but then you get whatever's in their mouth, the bacteria, and then you're putting it back in. So safest to just put it in their food or in their bowl. I mean, like I'm telling you, our dogs love the flavor.
Right.
So there's, they eat it up, drink it up very easily. Right? You smell it?
Yeah, smell. And you can see that it has the marking too, so you can definitely tell where the dosing is.
Yeah.
It smells good.
But so remember, guys, we're not just here to necessarily launch a new product or talk about the upgrade. We're here to help you understand how we need to change the way that we're caring for our pets. So just always remember that. Your pets cannot talk. So you need to advocate for them. He's going to try to get.
Come here, bud. I'm not going to give it to him, but I want him to smell.
Come here, buddy. And remember, no more overpriced, underperforming formulas, guys. This is all just clean, affordable.
They smell good.
Effective wellness. We're about to take them on a hike, so we really don't want give them the CBD oil now.
There he
is. our furry friends deserve nothing but the best.
That's right.
Right?
Here's another one. We got 2 fur balls here.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. And any questions, please always email me. Yeah, always happy to help.
Thanks for watching,
Okay.
guys. We'll
Bye,
see you
guys.
again soon. Take care.